this. Question is, how deep is it? It looks like there's a bunch of geese down there that are standing up, so it's not that deep. Let me get to another spot and look around. I climbed down the hill and turned up in a little ditch area right here. Something lives right there. So close to the water. Maybe a groundhog. The cool thing about these animals is when they get in there and dig and dig and dig and kick everything in the world out, you can kind of get an idea of what's in the ground there. See, look at all the broken pieces of glass. Those all came out of there. And there's a shirt. It could be a water buffalo being so close to the water. Hey, look at this. That's neat. I've found several. I'll look at all the little holes like this. I don't see any fresh feet prints. There's a blue glass. You see that though. So that's neat. That means this could be a spot. It is a spot. Look. Bunch of broken glass. And it was probably, there's tons of glass up in there. Not tons, but a lot. But that little joker kicked out everywhere. I wonder if he cut his little foot. That's a pretty common symbol. I'm not real familiar with maker's marks. I do know I've seen that one a lot. There's green. So what that means is I'm getting in this creek. I may have to put on the green bean. Have to wait and see. To start, it says Charlotte. Again, if you're just now joining the rest of us down here, I'm not taking every piece of trash out that I find. It's impossible, so don't get upset with me when I pick up something and look at it and put it right back down. Yeah, I got to put on the green bean. I don't know, it's a pretty deep hole right there. I need to get in the middle of this joker somehow. Found another little spot. This spills into the bigger river. Definitely got to go upstream on this one because it's not moving real fast. See some bass right there. This one kind of runs through the town. I need to. We're gonna find something in here. It may not be that old, but it's gonna be in here. I didn't bring my grabbers. That's okay. They're in the wagon, so when I go back and put on my green bean for the big water, then I'll be able to get my grabbers. The whole bottom of this thing is rock, so chances of finding anything is going to be pretty slim. That means it just slid and slid and slid and went on into the big water. But I'll go a little further, see if there's something up here. There's not much in here. A lot of bricks. I saw one that said graves on it. That's it. Other than that, just a little C&D waste. Construction and demolition. It's like they used it for fill in a lot of areas or something. Other than that, not much. Let's get down here and see if we can get on the big water. Something smells fishy. Another spot. I had to leave the other one. I know this probably looks the same to you, but it's not. This is a lot shallower. And it's, believe it or not, about an hour from where I was a few minutes ago. It still might be kind of deep out in the middle, but I'm going to check out the rapids. I've got a plan, and if it works out, you'll know about it. And if it doesn't, Then we're gonna have to put on the green bean and play around in here. See what's going on. That blue thing. That's a piece of pottery. Oops, I dropped it. There's more pottery. It's not like well, maybe antique. This is a nice creek. Doesn't appear to be a lot of trash, other than your occasional 12 gauge shell floating around. If I can find what I'm looking for, I think it could be a nice little adventure. Now that's kind of old, but I'm not taking it. There's a lot of pottery in here. Or just glass stuff. What is that? That's a rock. Yeah, it gets pretty deep over there, so I'm gonna stay over here. I need to put on the green bean, but I'm waiting on a phone call, so I can't really go full bean until I get that phone call. I think it's been enough time. I'm calling again. Hey, there's some water running out of the thing over there. I'm getting flogged with these little natchies. Notice this until I noticed it. Look at the old bridge. I can't get over it because I'm not sporting the full bean yet, but yeah, I gotta get in here. This will be easy walking. But I'm waiting on that phone call still. Soon. There's no water up here. I'm breathing heavy because I just climbed the side of a hill back there. I just met with the mayor of this town. And holy smokes. I'm out of shape. He gave me permission to come up here and metal detect the old, what are they called? Coke ovens. I gotta get... I fell down, hold on. I slid, I'm still sliding. Let me get up here, then we'll start over. He said if I go up in here, he said I'll find 2 big tunnels. He said you can go in them and they go a long way. I am not going in the tunnels. I don't think. But he said a bunch of people used to work up here back in that day. So I'm going back down where the ovens are and start around there. It's about 85 or 86 today. If that matters to you. On the flat spot. This is where the tracks were. It wasn't like train tracks. I don't know if you remember the last Coke ovens I went to. They're small tracks. They're like train tracks. They're only about that tall and about that wide. And they rode the carts up and down them. So, ready to get the detector going. Let me show you one of them. There's one right there. That's the big hole. That's one of the Coke ovens. And there's another one right next to it. He said there's hundreds up here. If you got the energy to find them. But you got to get rid of all these bugs. Look at all the bugs around my hand. Let's go back up there. I guess you can see I lost interest in that real quick. It was so hot that I did not want to play. It was way too hot to be up there. So I decided to come down here and look at the railroad track droppings. Wow, look at all the iron. I don't know if you can see the bottom as well as I can, but they're all kind of glued together. There are a bunch of railroad spikes. There's some big gears. This would be a good place to magnet fish. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's heavy. So right now, I'm going full beam. Almost full beam, about 3/4 beam. Ah, so much better. I mean, the bean is warm, but it's still a lot cooler than being up in those woods. Trying to find one coke furnace worker who may have dropped a penny. That's a winter project right there. And I'll admit I had to look it up. A coke furnace, the coke was used as fuel in coal mines. I'm sorry, in iron, in the making of iron. It burned longer with less trash. That's to put it real short. There's the old one. Look what I found in this creek. You're not gonna believe it. She's a beauty too. She is a absolute, I know it's a, I'm looking for the name. I don't know what that says, golden something. Golden golf ball. But it's really green, so whoever was in charge of quality on that one blew it. What I want to find is some old bottles. Even though I'm not a bottle person, look at that big wooden beam. Ooh, it gets deep right there. That thing in the water is as big as that thing out of the water. Now I'm under, but we'll go back across right here. I see a couple of cans on the bottom. There's a pipe. Okay, I will turn this off until I figure out where I'm headed in this creek. Okay, but first, let's go over here. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, there's some nice looking fish. Just went by. That is a darter, a big one too. We gotta call them all suckers, and there's a little red-eyed bass. That's a deep hole. So I may go back down here to where I can stay the most waist deep. Oh, it's plastic. I thought it was the side of a old jar. Half a jar is better than no jar at all, right? There is not much here, but I'm gonna stick it out until I cool off. Oh, there's some wheels. That's not wheels, that's the end of a pipe. There's gotta be something in here, right? Still nothing. I'm walking around alongside the tracks, and nothing in the water. It's real. Okay, we'll get down here in sunshine. You might be able to see something. There's a boat. Let me box it up and send it to you. It might be a little rough. There's tires. Every creek has a tire. Looks pretty out here though. Nobody here. This is a kind of sort of popular kayaking spot. Not a whole lot, you know, there's a little kayak place around here somewhere. Can't tell if my screen is dirty. Look for bottles. Tell me if you see one. I still see broken pieces of pottery everywhere. And tires. Oh, it's looking nice down there, huh? Let's get down there and look. Get the sun out of your eyes. Look at this historical little gem. What is that? Oh, it's broken. It survived a long time though, didn't it? Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know why. Just make my man purse heavy. There's a bunch of pottery in here. I already said that. That looks like another boat. A blue one. It is a boat. Just upside down. So can I title this video? I was walking in a creek and found two boats. And one tire. What is that? That is a piece of paper. And that's a neat piece of old glass, isn't it? If you like old glass. Okay, we'll harvest it. Somebody might like that. A lot of y'all do a lot of arts and craft stuff, and they've sent it to us, and it's really impressive. The kids were thrilled about the shark teeth necklace. Those were cool. I tried that once, but it didn't work out. Alright, I'm gonna keep, well, let's go check the little island right here. There's another one. We can tell it gets deep down there. Can you tell? I can tell. Looks like an old dump, huh? There's a toilet up there. There's something right here. Let's see what this is. Hey, I do see an old bottle over there. That is a broken something. What is that? That is a broken something. See, this is what I want to find, where stuff starts falling out of the bank. Jar, something electrical. Nothing spectacular. Yet. Oh, everybody likes toys. I like toys. We gotta clean that one up, don't we? I know what you want me to do, climb up there and dig through the bank, don't you? First I'm gonna wash this. It's not that old, but it's cool. We'll do our wrap up at the end of the year. You'll see how many little cars I found. if you like little cars without tires and wheels. Now all we need is a marble. We got a golf ball, we have a car. All we need is a marble. I thought that was a bottle, but it isn't a bottle. What is that? Humongous iron thing. There's where the hinges were. I wonder if that's an Iron Age toilet. I think that's what that is. Toilet from the Iron Age. That'd be rough on the old Haniferous, wouldn't it? You'd have to sit on some goat skin or something. Or haul it for your bride to bring you that newborn sheep to wrap around the toilet seat. See, now here's a semi-oldie, semi-classic, right? Sorta, kinda. I'm kinda surprised I have not found a single Coca-Cola bottle. There is a, looks like a blender or a vacuum. Plastic Coke bottles. Let's keep going. I need to put my glasses on before I sink up into Never Never Land. I can see the bottom when I put on my little fancy pants glasses. Broom handle. Still no bottles anywhere other than that one jar. Little asbestos siding. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm not an expert on asbestos. I'm guessing that is the top of a can opener. You know the can where you put your can up on it and you push the handle down and it goes. This is quite the artifact. I told you before, there's always a plastic shoe in a creek. That almost looks my size. I just need the other one. I'm not going to take it with me. It is very, very hot out here. But the water's nice and the sun is bright and it's shining in my eyeballs. I'm not a big fan of... Oh, there's a dead minnow. Laying on the bottom. Maybe he's just asleep. Let's keep moving. We got pretty deep back there. Hey, there's a crow. If they ate anything. Come check the other side of the bank. More pottery. More dishes. Hey, that one's a crock. I'm not that hungry. Just give me like half a plate, please. Hey, there's dishes in the bank. Look, right by the dishes, there's a bottle. I was going for that dish and there's a bottle. Remember that little bottle I found the other day? You may not remember. I was washing it in the sink. Oh, it's broken. And I broke it. Oh, that would have been a cool bottle. Doesn't say anything. Man, I'm gonna put it back because I'm disappointed. Okay, so the old bottles are on this side, and plastic ones are on that side. That makes me want to go a little slower, but it gets so deep right here. I got time. I'm gonna go around this. All the deep water is on the old bottle side. And the big green bean, it doesn't make it harder to walk. That was a neat bottle, wasn't it? Whoa. See, if a bottle falls out of the bank right here, it's gone. Look at that big hunk of metal hanging out of the bank. I wonder what that is. You wondering too? It's not metal after all. It is a sanding disc. Or a cutting wheel. It'll be right there in 100 years from now. I need a bottle. Give me a glazed donut. You know what that's from? Give me a bottle of anything. A glazed donut to go. I want to walk up on this ledge, but I'm afraid it's going to fall over into that. Okay, can't be scared. Go. Oh, yeah. That is clay. I mean, that's pottery. Oh, that's a piece of a pipe. Okay, so this is kind of a little Edward thing. You see the dirty water is washing up, then it gets back down in there. So if I get in there and don't make it, I'll just spin around there for a while. And there's another piece of that pipe. Man, I gotta get on the other side some more. Let me find another spot to cross. Let's look up here before we get too much further upstream. Okay, it gets a little shallower over there. Let's go. Hey, there I am. So all y'all stay behind me. Hey, look at this. Oh, it's another piece of a pipe. More dishes. Oh, that one's bigger. That was probably a piece of a crock pot. Now this water's doing some rumbling. Yeah, I need both my hands in case I go swimming. The only way a bottle's gonna make it here is if it falls and doesn't get in the water. If it falls in the water, it's gonna roll on highway, roll on alone. I love it when they're just sticking out of the side. It's kind of settling down, a bunch of bricks. I think I'm making the fish panic a little bit. You know, I forgot to even look at that piece of pottery. Whoa, back there. The one that was near the that bottle. I saw the bottle, and I skipped the dishes. I see a hubcap. That's not it. What is that? Oh. You know what that looks like? That is a sanding or grinding stone. Probably what they use, they put it on the, I think they put them on these little wheels. Or put them on little axles. And go up and down the tracks and grind them up. Okay. You ready to play name the car this came off of? What kind of car did that come off of? Let's get it. I just ruined some little bitty crawfish's habitat. There do not appear to be any. Oh, there's a little cheat sheet right there, Chevrolet. So what did that come off of? I'm not going to take it because it is a good little animal habitat for the next big rains. Plus I don't want to carry that big old hopper. Got to be another bottle poking out of the bank, right? I was talking to a guy that taught my, well, the coach teaches my two oldest boys track and cross country and all that stuff, and he was talking about running a long way and couldn't walk. He's pretty doggone in shape, whereas I'm not. But he said he ran. I think he's telling the kids. They came home and told us he ran like 26 miles and couldn't walk for the next couple of days because it was just on the spur of a moment kind of thing. And I remember, I may have told you this, but I'm gonna tell you again. I rode my bike. I did it a lot, but I did it one time in blue jeans in Japan. 26 miles was Iwakuni, Japan, to Hiroshima, Japan, or Hiroshima. I say Hiroshima. It's Hiroshima. There's a piece of track. You can make nice anvils out of those if you're a welder. There is a gas tank. One owner. A little bit of rust. I saw something back here. We're gonna go look. It was round. And down here. There's a bunch of broken dishes. So there it is. That is a... I don't know. Heavy. Anyway, my point is I rode 26 miles. I rode that trip once in blue jeans during the summer, just because it was one of those summer days, it's always hot and you wake up in the morning and it's like 60s and lightly misting. You think, okay, I'll be good. But by the time I got to Hiroshima, I was hurting because my thighs had swelled up so big. And then when I got back to the base, I could barely peel my pants off because my thighs were monstrous like Thor's. There's some railroad artifact, Joanna. Again, the moral of the story is don't do long bicycle trips in blue jeans. Because that was many moons ago when guys wore their pants a little too tight anyway. I don't see any bottles. And it's getting deep. I need to get back on the other side. See you there. Alright, I took our sunglasses off. Mine and yours. So I thought we'd go up here and look around a little more. That's the side where all the fun stuff was. Well, stuff that I thought was fun. Oh, it's plastic. I saw that bottle. I'm not going in there. It's getting a little hungry out here. A little bit. You see any bottles? See anything? Marble? There's sand below my feet. It's sinky. Hey, there's a brick. I'm done here. We didn't find much, but I guess it was a good little afternoon out, wasn't it? Thanks for watching my videos.